We got new champions, we got old champions retiring, we got the WWE pivoting from the trifecta of a weekend of wrestling matches to two-day SummerSlam, and they made a big old pivot, giving the ladies a straight up over an hour and a half on Raw last night. So I had to bring my resident WWE Women's Division analyst on the podcast with us today, my beautiful wife, Laura Harrison.
It's me.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, it was like literally it turned into like a 2-day women's event.
I loved it.
Like with Evolution and with Raw being mainly women.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah, I figured it'd be like all dudes because
I thought they were going to compensate for having they're like, the dudes didn't get time. I mean, all Saturday Night Live was dudes, so
right.
I keep calling it Saturday Night Live. Saturday night main event.
Main event. It's been around as long as you have.
I know. So yeah, they just kept putting out the women's matches. I kept being like, another one, let's go,
and another
one, let's go,
and another one.
And then they literally had all women's matches except for the gauntlet match.
I mean, I guess it makes a lot of sense though, because like the Raw after WrestleMania, there's a lot of like every PLE, there's like a lot of retribution matches, and since it was all women, it kind of only makes sense that all the retribution matches would be all female. Like,
you're sounding like a 30-year wrestling fan right now. She's not new to the game. Been around 7-8 years now at this point. So that's you sounding like an old head.
But it does kind of make sense. So it kind of makes sense that it would be a continuation of the event because that's always how the Raw after the PLE is.
Yeah, you're right. And they put a great PLE. You know, a lot of Evolution got a lot of criticism saying it was thrown together, and you kept hearing the rumblings of, you know, not all the talent was excited about it, but I thought it delivered.
About seats being moved, seats not being sold out, like tickets not being sold, but I thought it looked packed, and I thought it looked amazing, and I had a great time. I was hooting and hollering all night long.
Well, it's because your girl won that champion chop.
My champion chop.
Yeah, Naomi's the women's champion.
Oh my God, I love
Naomi.
Naomi.
Great cash-in.
I love her so much, and I was so okay with like the Jade. We'll get to it, but I was just, I love her so much. When she came out last night, she was like, "Oh, now y'all are behind me." I was like, "No, girl, I've been behind you this whole time."
Day one-ish right here.
Day one-ish.
Well, like you said, we got so much to talk about, so let's get in some news up top. Rumblings around the dirt sheets. Gunther is going to be John Cena's last opponent on the way out.
That makes sense. Why?
So that theoretically means one of them has to lose their belt so the other can start chasing the other.
Or what if they did a unified?
No, we've been down that road. No. All right, Brock Lesnar and your devil demons.
No, I don't think it makes... Like, it looks good. Like, visually it looks good, but I don't think their characters make the most sense.
Yeah, because that would mean that... Well, I mean, that would mean Cena was becoming a face on his way out, which we kind of think he is. But the articles I read was more about passing the torch to the next generation.
Yes, and I have some thoughts on those types of matches, but I will keep them to myself.
Get roasted by the internet wrestling community. It's how it's done. I just hate that as an excuse. I agree with I hate that as an excuse. It's just how it's done. But why?
But why is that how it's done? Like, why are we putting belts on the line for matches that aren't going to end with that person? Like, there's no way John Cena's really going to take the belt with him.
Right. And it was absolutely asinine for Goldberg to get a title shot on his last match.
Yeah, like, I'm all for retirement matches. That's fine. But don't put a belt on the line. Like,
right.
We already know it just feels like...
You would think with them getting with UFC, you would see this. Because you see UFC doing retirement matches right. It's usually an opponent that they have history with or a new up-and-comer they want to test themselves one last time. Yeah. But it is never anywhere near the title.
No. Yeah, and one this weekend? Or the next one coming up?
Yeah, Dustin Poirier is his retirement match against one of his great opponents, Max Holloway.
Yeah. So, like, that's perfect.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll take... You'll never hear me say this again, but maybe WWE can take a note from the UFC.
I don't see why not.
WWE is planning on using Nikki Bella and Trish Stratus again. They were both got high marks for their performances at Evolution, and WWE definitely wants to. It's looking more and more like for the foreseeable future, Nikki Bella will be a regular performer.
Good for her.
She wrestled on Raw last night. Chelsea Green, great match.
She was in the Rumble, or was
Battle Royale? Yeah. Battle Royale.
Excuse me. She was in the Royale. She lasted a long time. She was like one of the last 5 or something. I mean, I'm good. If she's in shape and she can still do it and she's not hurt, why not?
You forget how big Chelsea Green is, like tall-wise, and she's got some muscle on her. But Nikki had trouble picking her up for her finisher last night. So, but you're like, come on, Nikki. But then you're like, nah, Chelsea a thick girl.
I love Chelsea.
Yeah.
She's so funny. And she's, I agree with everyone who's like, she's the best worker.
No doubt.
In the business. Like
character-wise.
Male or female.
Yeah. It is some rumblings that they are going to make Evolution a yearly PLE.
I'm okay with that.
It's just funny how they went from, we're barely doing it, to, it could be yearly.
I think maybe like every other year.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Because
just do it when it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I don't think there are enough changes in the female roster and the storylines year over year.
That's fair.
Because like this Bianca, Jade, Naomi thing has been a year. Like, so I don't think I don't know. I guess kind of like WrestleMania, you start a new story, right? You start a new season.
Yeah, new season after WrestleMania.
I just think we're getting too many storylines for the writers.
Yeah, and we are getting logjam of PLEs. You know, like the summer, we went from, Night of Champions to Saturday night. Like, because now we got Saturday Night Main Event this quarterly.
Yeah.
So that adds a PLE feel when there's not a PLE. So it seems like there's more premium events. Because there are, but is it helping or hindering the storylines?
I think it's hindering. I don't think it lets anything breathe. And it's just like, we literally just came out of a PLE, and the next night they're like, all right, you guys are next on the next PLE. And it's like, can we not just like have a match? Because
I felt it a little bit last night. Like, I thought they did a good job, but I felt a little bit of a scramble to, okay, now SummerSlam.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they're just feeling reactionary because of the commentary that Evolution wasn't promoted enough, that they're like, all right, well, then we are going to shove SummerSlam down your throat. Everyone in America is going to know what day SummerSlam is on.
Still only 3 weeks away. You know what I mean? Like, that's the crazy part is, like, they got to build it up and make us care. They got 3 weeks. That's 6 events. That's 3 Raws, 3 SmackDowns.
Which is still so crazy. When I first started watching, there was a PLE like every other weekend. Like, because they were doing them separately a lot. Like, they were still doing like brand separate ones.
Raw and SmackDown.
And then they kind of combined them and cut them down. But now I feel like they're building them back up again. And it's too much. And it feels greedy. It does feel greedy.
Yeah. That's been the big shot at WWE right now is they're missing the fans because they are doing the money grabs.
Yeah.
Speaking of money grab, this is going to be full-on entertainment when this dude tries to speak, but Goldberg says he is not happy losing to Gunther in his retirement match. He is not happy with the build-up. He is not happy with the way things went down, and he has 2 weeks before he can talk about it.
Well, don't go around hurting refs. Maybe you'll have a better... They won't cut your PLE. They won't cut your match short if you don't go around hurting refs.
Thoughts up to Lil Nate. Charles Robinson, we hope you're okay, bud.
I don't care about you. Go away.
Right? Like, y'all know I've been very vocal that I'm not a Goldberg fan. I think he should be happy that he got this. You don't... I watched the biography of Goldberg.
I was going to say, you even tried to watch this to hype yourself up, to get yourself like on his side a little bit.
And it turned me against him even more because the dude disappeared. Like, so what happened with Goldberg?
Yeah.
Just to fill you in on why there's mixed emotions about Goldberg. Is when he got shoved down our throat in WCW, we were okay with it because the internet didn't exist really. So we didn't find out he wasn't a good wrestler. We just saw this monster that Eric Bischoff was showing us. You know what I mean? And nowadays that wouldn't fly. We'd be like, oh, this dude sucks. Immediately. So he got shoved down our throats. Then they exaggerated his win streak. Like, out of nowhere, he'd be like, 62-0. Like, he's had like 15 matches. What are we doing here? So people started to sour on him quick. And then he was the antithesis of the NWO. Everyone loved the NWO. So obviously we're not going to turn on him.
Yeah.
But then he goes to, then he takes he's one of the wrestlers with the complicated AOL, WCW contracts. So it didn't make sense for those guys to go to WWE. So if some of them had AOL contracts like Hogan and Hall and Nash, that's the company that bought WCW.
Okay.
So some wrestlers were still in WCW contracts. Some were on AOL Time Warner contracts.
Oh, like literally AOL.
Yeah. Yeah, the company.
Okay.
And so the big guys were on AOL Time Warner contracts. So that's why when we got the invasion, it was all the mid-card guys because they were on WCW contracts. Because those AOL Time Warner guys would have to take a pay cut to come to WWF. If they wanted to wrestle, they had to void their contract that was paying them upwards of $3 to $6 million a year to sit at home.
Yeah.
So Goldberg didn't come to WWE right away. He stayed at home, collected his money, because he already hated the business by the time he left WCW. Because he also, what hurt him and what pisses all of us wrestling fans off is he is very vocal that he does not like wrestling. He is a failed football player that had to turn to wrestling. And he's already poisoned his kid. His kid already said, I'm going to be a football player, and if that does not work, then I guess I'll be a wrestler. Those words have come out of his kid's mouth. So then he comes to WWE, hates the business even more being at WWE. So then this is when the internet is starting to come around. So he had a WrestleMania match with Brock Lesnar that was supposed to be monster versus monster. Mm-hmm. Well, we found out both of them were leaving right after. So instead of letting them have a match, the fans booed them the entire 20 minutes of the match. Like kept saying, nah, 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 nah. Hey,
like whole like Dom
hey,
style now.
Goodbye. Like did
booing.
not like they literally like you can see Goldberg in the documentary be like, screw him, let's just come on. You know, like he had to like Brock was still fairly young, like 20 something, so Goldberg had to be like, let's just get through it, you know. And so then he disappeared and never had any inkling to ever come back. And we were like, adios. And then he came back. So the dude doesn't respect the business. So you can be as mad as you want to how this worked out. You shouldn't have got it in the first place.
Yeah, why does he need a cash grab?
This was for his son. This wasn't even a cash grab. This was so his son could see him wrestle.
But his son doesn't want to wrestle, so why does he care?
It's a whole thing.
Like, at least Trish Stratus seems like she loves wrestling and, like, she loves the business and she wanted her kids to actually see it. Like, for that, I understand. Why did you put the belt on the line for Trish Stratus and Tiffy?
Yeah.
Like, that was dumb. Just let Trish have a match and let her kids see her wrestle.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I get you. We did have the gauntlet match on Raw to determine Gunther's new #1 contender for SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. CM Punk. Ooh. And Gunther. I've kind of been wanting this. I'm not a CM Punk fan, but I have been wanting him and Gunther to battle it up. So we do get a Gunther CM Punk match. And then after the gauntlet match, we get a OTC1 return.
OTC. Over the counter. One.
They keep changing his name. They keep adding digits or numbers, numeric. OTC1.
What? Wait, one tribal chief one?
It could be original tribal chief, only tribal chief.
Only tribal chief one?
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
Or is my favorite over the counter?
Yeah.
One.
So Roman's back. We still don't know the extent of Seth's injury. They were in Birmingham, so he was actually seeing Dr. Andrews, you know, the guy who fixes every famous athlete's knee and ACL. So they made it very clear to make a point that Heyman said Seth has until next June to use his briefcase. So that's not going anywhere. So
we're not letting one of the suntan twins cash it in for him.
Well, that was supposed to be Braun. According to Heyman, that was supposed to be Braun Breaker's night last night. So Braun did have a great showing in the gauntlet. Went through 4 superstars, but got beat by CM Punk at the end. So yeah, so we don't know about Seth. Roman's back. It's leaning to look like we're getting Roman and Jay versus Braun and Bronson at SummerSlam. Kind of give those guys something to do. Because I think they were planning on Roman and Seth at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But not going to get that.
That's a bummer.
But that's a tag match I'm very much so looking forward to. A tag match I am not looking forward to at SummerSlam is Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. First of all, I am intrigued to see what Jelly Roll wears to the ring.
Me too.
My man's got some skin that he needs to put places.
Yeah, he's lost like 200 pounds.
Good for you, bro.
Yeah.
But we all know what comes with that. So
For sure. You have not done it slow enough that your body has reabsorbed it. And also, I don't think your body could reabsorb that much.
Yeah, it's a lot of skin. But, I mean, kudos for it, dude. You look great.
Yeah. Like, honestly, looks so good.
But not in my wrestling ring.
But, I mean, I'm okay with you punching out Logan Paul. That's dope.
Of course.
But, yeah.
I just don't like celebrities in my wrestling.
Yeah.
We weren't happy with Travis Scott. Why we're going to be hyped about Jelly Roll?
I did like when that one kid got drop kicked. That was fun. I show speed.
That was, I mean, if you're going to put him in the ring to get destroyed, then by all means. My man turned around. I love what the camera on Triple H. He's like, "Oh, you okay? Are you sure? Because that looked like it hurt."
I watched that video from so many angles, so many times. I could not stop laughing. Oh, it was so great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they're using Logan Paul for this. He's not. But poor Drew McIntyre, man.
His comment, what was that on air? Like, I guess a week ago when he was like, I guess you need to change your last name to Fatu to advance in this business. I just love that Naomi retweeted it. She was like, well, that's what I did.
Genius. Speaking of Naomi, great segue. She is your women's world champion.
Oh, she is my champion.
She a great match with Io and Rhea. Banger of a match.
Oh, yeah.
And then that banger of a cash-in on top of that.
It was a perfect cash-in.
Because everyone assumed she was going after Tiffy.
Yes.
Because Jade's tied to Tiffy.
Yes.
They just naturally, they were like, there's no way Naomi's cashing in on Io. And then that music hit. The few people that they cut to being like, oh, I didn't even think about this.
Like, how did you not think about this? Like, I guess because she'd already wrestled that night, too. Everyone was like, okay.
And that's a telltale sign. I should have known. Historically speaking, they love to let the person with the briefcase lose.
Yeah.
On that card, and then they win. So I should have known since she lost to Jade, there's a chance.
Yeah, but also Jade deserved the win for her payback.
And she's got to face Tiffy,
yeah,
the champ at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So it made sense for her to win.
Yeah.
You know? And it didn't hurt Naomi because now she's the world champion. Oh. And they beat the mess out of each other. That no holds barred match was great.
It was all great. I mean, she at least split her nose open, whether she like broke it or just like cut her nose open. She had blood coming down her face.
It looked better last night, so I'm hoping it's just a cut.
I think it was just a cut, but it was, I mean,
that
bleeds.
Bridge. Yeah,
that bleeds a lot. Right on your bridge. Yeah, and I love that, you know, she was like, did you ring the bell? Did you ring the bell yet? And then as soon as they rang that bell, bam!
It was great. She opened up Raw last night. Mm-hmm. Shots fired at Bianca immediately. Hilarious.
And everybody.
And then Rhea came out. Io followed. So now we just get same triple threat we got. Just take Bianca out and put Naomi in. But I mean, it's a complete different ball game because Naomi is the champ now. So
yeah, it's a Shell's game.
Yeah, right.
Cup's game.
I like it. So I hope they keep the belt on her at SummerSlam.
Yes, I do too. I really hope, and I love Jade, but I hope also Tiffy keeps hers.
Tiffy time.
I'm a Tiffy time girl.
I kind of hope they do turn her heel again. I like heel Tiffy.
I mean, I love all Tiffy.
That's what I'm saying. She needs to be a bad girl.
I love all Tiffy. Person. She's hilarious. She's so funny. And yeah, and Charlotte's turn is so funny.
They cheered for her, and you could see it naturally caught her off guard. You want me?
You want me?
It was great. Just let these things happen organically.
Yeah. I mean, Alexa Bliss obviously helps a lot. Because she's so funny and like personable, and like all of her facial expressions are like 10/10.
And you know she's just not putting up with Charlotte's garbage.
Yeah.
She's like, come on. No, shut up. Come on.
We're not friends, like, but we're gonna win this. Yes. It's like, all right, fine. All
right. But like we said, they did a great job of continuing to highlight the ladies coming off of Evolution. We had the Kabuki Warriors fighting against Raquel and Roxanne, loving their dynamic. You know, Raquel's liking Roxanne, and you can tell she's like, I'm not supposed to like her. Liv's going to be so mad at me.
Liv's going to be so mad. I just like how she carries her around like a little...
But come on.
Come on. Jump on.
Up. We got Chelsea Green, Nikki Bella, another great match. I just love Chelsea Green and her service, the Secret Service is just the way they interact is so great. Piper Niven is taking that role and embracing it wholeheartedly and is just committing, and it pays off so well.
It's so fun. Just thinking about them like protecting her. It's just silly. It's so silly, and I love it.
The Clash in Paris, which is after SummerSlam, Stephanie Vaquer is up next for whoever wins the triple threat match between Naomi, Io, and Rhea. Since she won that Battle Royal at that was a match at Who's Next.
Okay.
So potential Stephanie Vaquer and Naomi, yes, please.
So why does she have to wait 2 pay-per-views?
That was just a stipulation.
Okay.
It's just what they did because they got their matches already.
I guess
they're like,
true.
we want to run it back at SummerSlam,
Yeah.
and Jade and Tiffy are already fighting. So,
all right,
next in line.
fair enough.
Bayley and Lyra Valkyria had a 2 out of 3 falls match on Raw to see who faces Big Tom Bex at SummerSlam. Lyra Valkyria, Bird Lady won.
Woo! I want her to have bigger wings.
They're getting there.
I know.
They're getting there. They're slow. They're building us up slowly with the wings.
You know how wild it would be if she had those wings that, oh my gosh, who wore them on Drag Race the other?
The massive ones that work.
That worked?
Well, she had her hand, like they were her hands, right?
Oh, yeah, she had fake hands and her hands were in there doing them.
I feel like Lyra's a PLE away from doing that. For sure. Great Karrion Kross promo. Cut it on Sami Zayn, who's out indefinitely.
Was Scarlett there?
She was. I'll pull it up for you.
Yes.
Rusev and Sheamus running it back. They got a match on Raw next week.
Oh, nice. I love Rusev. I'm so glad he's back.
Yeah, I just want him to do something with him.
Right. They're not really setting him up for anything right now. It's just kind of like they're trying to figure out how to get him back in.
He's hard to book for. I will give him that. Like, if he's not going to be your main heel, what do you do with the guy? You let him beat up Sheamus, I guess.
Yeah. Why is he so hard to book for?
He's a original character. You know, there's no playbook for him. You know, like they did the typical monster heel stuff for him, but then they just fed him to Cena, his previous run. So now, you know, like he's a little bit lower on the heel list. So it's hard to book a monster heel as a mid-card heel. Like he's one of those that you got to go all out on or not, and it's hard to keep him at bay. You know, does that make sense? Like he either needs to be the guy, or it's hard to figure out what to do with him.
Yeah, I think that's silly. I think you can have more than one big guy.
Oh no, they can't. It's just it's becoming a very crowded roster.
I know, but I also kind of like maybe I just don't want him to be a heel. I think that's my problem.
They missed the boat by not capitalizing on Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
And if they would have immediately came out with Rusev Day when he came back, we immediately would have jumped back on board. But they didn't do that.
Yeah, like, why didn't you bring him back as Rusev Day? Like, positive Rusev is good Rusev. Like, I think he could be used more.
I feel like we got so many heels right now. Where are the faces?
I mean...
Because they're talking about turning Cody. You know, like, who's going to be the guy?
Well, I think Cody's going to turn naturally.
That's the fans are you can't be a face for too long.
Yeah.
We saw it with John Cena. We all turned on Cena. They still refused to turn him.
Yeah.
Now we want face. Well, now we want to pull for Cena, and they turn him.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess that's true.
What? Chris Dunn said it a couple weeks ago. I'm pulling for the double turn at SummerSlam.
Ooh.
Like they use a match. They haven't pulled it off very often, but they have done it in the past where the guy that goes in as the good guy is the heel leaving, and the guy that heel is the good guy leaving. They've done it with Bret Hart and Stone Cold. I can't think of any other big example. Just if they start cheering for Cena over Cody, lean into it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I am a massive Cody Rhodes fan, and I will still be a fan if he's a heel. Because now he's been a face for so long, I just want to see what he's got. Because to be honest with you, 2015-16 Ring of Honor heel Cody, top notch. Favorite wrestler.
Is it the hair still blonde?
Yep. It's when he turned blonde. The blonde came from his original heel work. Because he wanted to be the American Nightmare, the opposition of his father, the American Dream. And then it just became a warm, fuzzy thing.
I'm the American Nightmare. But
Yeah, you are.
I'm so nice. I got a big tattoo on my neck. Be like, yeah, that tattoo is a nightmare.
It is a nightmare. I love how people they've grown to be okay with it. It's Cody Rhodes now, but when he first got it, people were like, "Oh God, what is it? What is he doing?" It's funny we're getting Roman and Jay teaming up on Raw because it's looking like we're getting Big Jim and Fatu teaming up on SmackDown. So just, what's up with all this Samoan on Samoan crime, WWE?
Yeah, and I like that they just like are multiplying recently.
Well, they got Tala Tonga. You took a guy that had a great name in Hikaleu, and they're like 6'8" Tonga, Tala Tonga, Tall Tonga, Tala Tonga.
The tall one over there, the taller one. Yeah, the taller one, Tala Tonga.
Is that how you came up with his name, WWE? Please tell me that's not how you came up with his name.
Oh.
So Solo Sikoa kept his U.S. title over Big Jim. And it's looking like maybe Jacob Fatu and Solo running it back at SummerSlam. Don't really know how the MFT, my family tree, that's their new thing. And Big Jim fits into that. So I don't know.
Funny Solo
is the best.
Is so great. The way he just mocks everything. He just looks like he's having so much fun. And it is.
He was the highlight of Money in the Bank for me this year.
Yeah.
When he got LA Knight, he's like.
When he started doing everyone's like chants and stuff.
Did the Penta walk. Like, oh, so good. I wholeheartly agree. Funny Solo is the best.
Oh, it was so fun.
He finally found his groove.
Yeah. He did. He had a very hard time talking at first, but he's definitely found his place.
Again, WWE, I don't know why I have to come to you like this continuously and say, I will not stand for the Street Profits blasphemy. You gave me what I wanted. I'll give you that. You gave me what I wanted. You gave me them as tag champs, and I loved it. But what were they tag champs for? 3 weeks? 4 weeks?
Blaspheme.
Because you're right. Be careful what you wish for. I wanted you to do something with the Wyatt Six. I did. But I did not want you to do that at the cost of the Street Profits. Is this one of those things where I got a genie and I got to like specify my wish? Like now I have to say, I want you to push the Street Profits, not at the expense of the Wyatt Six.
Yeah.
Like is this one of those things?
Yes. You have to clarify.
Goodness gracious. I finally got the Street Profits as the tag champs of flourishing SmackDown tag division.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, y'all wanted the Wyatt Six back?
There are so many tag teams.
And so few tag teams on Raw. Why didn't you put them on Raw?
Why? I think that's kind of funny that there's like 20 tag teams on SmackDown.
And 2 on Raw? Judgment Day and New Day?
It's really actually kind of funny because they're all pitching a fit of how many of them there are. I think like
that's what I would do if I'm Nick Aldis. I'm like, I'm trading half y'all to Raw.
Like
problem solved.
They just keep having like tag team offs. Every week is just a whole set of tag teams.
I do appreciate that last week they're like one of y'all each from each team are fighting the 4 Wyatts. They're like, okay, that was a nice fresh take. Yeah. I will give it to Pierce. He did say next week we will see a #1 contender emerge for Judgment Day's tag titles.
Okay.
But again, why didn't they just put the Wyatt Six over there? Wyatt Six versus Judgment Day would be perfect.
Yeah.
Uncle Howdy could terrorize Dom in the Intercontinental title.
Oh, it'd be great.
And then you could leave the 72 tag teams on SmackDown to fight each other.
And they already have girls for Nikki to fight.
It almost makes too much sense.
Well, that sounds about right then.
They pulled Candice LeRae from her fun storyline with Nia Jax and Tiffy to be Nikki's beat up girl for DIY, and they're not even doing anything with it. So
rude.
Dom's going to be reevaluated next week. That was a funny segment where AJ was praying that he got cleared. So they showed New Day leaving, or Judgment Day leaving. Mm-hmm. I'll back up a second because it was a funny segment that led into that. They had the New Day and Waller wearing all black, and it almost was like New Day was treating Waller like a butler. They're like, Waller, show him. And Waller was as eager as he could to do it. And they were wearing all black because they were celebrating the death of the tag team division because the New Day weren't champs. I was like, why is this not getting 15 minutes on Raw? This is fantastic. And so then Judgment Day are walking by, so Pierce leaves that conversation to be like, next week, I promise you we will have a resolution to who's fighting y'all next for these tag titles. Oh, and Dom, by the way, I have Raw's own personal doctor to reevaluate you next week to see if you're cleared to fight. And if you are cleared, you will fight AJ Styles for the IC title at SummerSlam. And Dom's like, he's still got his fake doctor's note being like, and then Pierce is like, I said what I said. And he walks off and it cuts over to AJ Styles. And AJ Styles is... And Dom's like, what are you doing, dude? He's like, just praying that you get cleared so I can put you right back in the hospital.
Little psycho.
So it was hilarious. They don't let AJ be funny a lot, and that was pretty funny.
That is what, like, the WWE has got to stop taking itself so seriously.
You keep taking away all our funny acts. You make our truth serious.
It is sports entertainment. I am not entertained with all the seriousness. I love silly. I love goofy. I want to laugh. I love the puns, the terrible puns they make, the terrible jokes when they mock each other's dances. I love all of it. I love the silly stuff.
You would have loved rapper Cena.
Oh, I probably would have.
I got to take you back on a wormhole and show you some funny, because his whole gimmick would be come out and rap, make a freestyle rap about his opponent.
But didn't his album, like, chart?
It's really good. He can rap. I would, you know me, I would not say that. Is it good?
Is it
There's
good?
times I've just listened to John Cena rap in my car. I'm not proud about it, but it's good.
But we don't lie.
But no, it's so fun as a wrestling fan to pick apart what's not working and what's not, you know, what you hate and what is just driving you crazy. But all in all, I'm happy with the product. I think they did a great job, even if it was scrambling. I thought they did a great job with Evolution. They gave Goldberg his damn retirement match. I thought they did an excellent job with NXT. I think everything is shaping up to a good SummerSlam. And I think they know in the back of their mind, this is their chance to make us all forget about WrestleMania.
Is that why it's 2 days?
No, well, they're eventually going to get all the major pay-per-views are going to be 2 days. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Survivor Series ended up being 2 days.
Girl.
Because then you can have a War Games each day.
Girl.
It's a corporation at this point. It's TKO. It's not WWE anymore. It's TKO, and they want all that money. It's going to be too expensive to be a wrestling fan in a couple years.
Why don't y'all just, like, first find a shirt producer that makes shirts true to size so that we can spend our money on merch?
You think I want these T-shirts to be on the wall?
I mean, he would really look good in some of them, but they're all, like, all of your shirts are sized wrong.
Well, for some reason, there's 3 sizes between 3X and 2X.
Yeah. It's insane.
Any parting thoughts?
No, I am enjoying with the product right now, having a good time when I do pay attention.
I appreciate you checking in when you check in.
And I love Naomi. I think she's the best.
I hope it's the summer of Naomi. I hope they keep rolling with her.
I still get my glow on.
It is something to say that they chose her cashing in on Io and Rhea.
Yeah.
You know, if they were not high on her, they would not have done that.
Yeah, and I do like that this technically means that, like, our Rhea Io isn't done because
there's no conclusion.
There was no conclusion, and Io's never lost to Rhea. So I like it. I thought it was a perfect kind of end because I really like the way they wrestle together.
It was so good.
It's such a good match.
I was hoping if I was in the arena, I would have gotten a feud forever.
Yeah, so I think that was a perfect way to end it and give us a continuation of that storyline. So really happy.
You always, whenever you have someone that is the top person, as Rhea is in the women's division, they always have to have that one person that they just cannot beat.
Yeah.
And Roman is Seth. And that's the unfortunate thing that we thought we were getting at SummerSlam.
I just want the Shield all back together. I want a Shield triple threat match.
John, come home.
Yeah, please.
We'll even call you John. They probably wouldn't call him John. They probably call him Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, nah, bro, you got to take it
Nah,
back.
you got to go back. You got to go back. We still have that copyright.
I just hate that McMahon pissed him off so much on the way out, which if you watch the last days of Dean Ambrose, it was bad. It was very bad. And I understand why he would never want to come back, but I would like a conclusion. All these Shield guys are 40. They all said they're not wrestling past 45, 50. We got to see him in the ring one more time.
But I did see that WWE sent Bryan Danielson another cease and desist on the Yes chant.
And you know what the first thing he did when he came back? Oh, man. Well, thank you so much for joining me this week.
I'm happy to be here.
If you liked our banter, check out our podcast. We do like twice a month-ish, you know? It's like every other week. It's the Bubbles and Hardbody Show. Wherever you get your podcast, check it out. Check out all of our great content here at the Spandex StandUps. We are off next week. I will be going to the land of the pines in North Carolina and recording my second album at the Sunrise Theater. So if you're in the area, get tickets, come join us. But we're off next week. We'll be back to talk all things SummerSlam. We'll see you then.